What's a thing you strongly dislike about Reddit? Often objectively incorrect information gets upvoted. And even if it is corrected, the correction doesn't get a quarter of the attention. People speak with authority, and if it sounds plausible, people buy into it. I've fallen into this trap myself. Edit. I feel the need to clarify. I'm not talking about matters of opinion or preference, or questions that are not answered definitively, or examples of multiple right answers, or technicalities, or politics, or anything controversial in any capacity. I'm talking about things that either are or aren't, and the facts are established without ambiguity or bias. One such mistake I routinely encounter, maybe not the best example but still, is people mixing up the definitions of right to work and at-will employment as these phrases pertain to labor in the U.S. Not even a question of how you feel about these concepts, or how they vary by state, or how they fit into political platforms, or how they compare to other countries, but strictly the definitions of the terms routinely get mixed up. I get it. They're vague terms, and intuitively the name of one does seem more apt for the definition of the other. Still, this mix-up happens in an authoritative top upvoted post, and now you've got a host of people who think they've learned something new, who actually learned the wrong thing. And the correction may be sufficiently buried or just comes too late to do any good. And the worst consequence, some of those people who learned the wrong thing will now go on to propagate that mistaken knowledge. Not deliberately, but because they simply learned it wrong and put too much stock in the source of the info to fact check. What will get upvoted versus downvoted? I don't mean the typical Minecraft good Fortnite bad stuff. I mean if I go to a community heart in hand asking for advice or help, I get downvoted to asterisk. But I make a stupid comment somewhere, and I get upvotes for days. After a while, I get tired of seeing all the asterisk-oriented AskReddit posts. On mobile app, unable to sort notifications by read, unread. If all the notifications have been read, it will still show that there are unread notifications. Sob story headlines. And just downright lazy pics on pics that get upvoted like crazy. Post that asterisk on Facebook. I hate that so many Redditors are obsessed with Reddit itself and its mechanics. As in, a lot of comedy pages and memes are just about upvotes. Cake Day. Not having the karma to post in places. I don't find it clever or meta. It's just boring. Picture of sad baby Yoda me when I has no karma but wants Cake Day doots, then throw in 1,000 people shamelessly reposting that meme across a bunch of different subs. It seems like everything gets watered down by people addicted to karma. Asterisk edit grammar. When I come late to a post and I see deleted everywhere, just asterisk delete it completely then and stop making me curious about what top comment said. When a post that could elicit some interesting responses has nothing but puns. Asterisk jokes. Pop culture references or references to pop culture references in past threads as the top comments. I can't think of the right word, but it's especially seen in subs like am I the asshole and relationship _advice. The people on there just think in a way that's completely unrealistic and not at all like the real world. Like, yeah, you can have your opinions and asterisk, but almost everything I see is absurd because that's just not how people in real life think and act. Award ceremony speeches for getting gold or a ton of upvotes on a comment. It used to be fine, but I'm so tired of the kind stranger thing. Everyone seems to bear an equally weighted opinion. If you're qualified to write in something, but the armchair internet experts think you're wrong or they don't like it, then you may as well not have added to the discussion at all. How disorganized the comment chains still are. Where you can barely tell when a new comment starts. Reddit. For asterisk sakes, just make the border lines bold so we can tell. Otherwise, it looks like one really long list of comments. Not a Redditor. But I can't stand two things. First is the fake humility, here's a thing I made or did, followed by, it's not much but drives me nuts. And came here to say that. I'm a lawyer. I see a lot of very authoritative, highly upvoted posts here that are very incorrect. I also see a lot of misinformation being parroted in the comments. In the past, I've tried to correct it, but people will argue with me and tell me I'm the idiot. Reddit tends to promote extreme opinions by people with no real experience. It's great for memes and interesting tidbits but an awful place to get advice or perspective on anything important.